Hey guys, it's J19 brought to you in our video. In today's discussion, we're going to talk about Final Fantasy VII and the 25th anniversary, what we might see later on this month, because based on the track record of the Created Business Unit 1 and what they like to do for the celebration of Final Fantasy VII, it's pretty unique. It's pretty interesting. So, with that said, if you guys like this type of content, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so they know if I want to go live or upload my next video. Well, that said, let's get right into it. Now, last year, let's talk about last year. What do we get for the 24th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII? We got some information about Final Fantasy VII Remake and about Integrate, I'm pretty sure, with the Yuffie DLC, which I thought was pretty interesting. We did not think that we was going to get a PlayStation 5 version of the Final Fantasy VII Remake of 2020, but we did. We got it in 2021, which was fantastic, which I am playing the live stream footage in my background video right now, as you guys can tell. Very fun. I had a lot of blast with it. The ending, like, really blew my mind. I was gushing at the end. You guys probably already seen the ending so many times. We're not going to go through that. But in other words, too, they also showing off concept art of Final Fantasy VII Remake back in 2017. A concept key art of Cloud holding a Buster Sword with Sephiroth overlooking Midgar with his black wing. And he's like, start speculating. And then also they also celebrated like Final Fantasy VII with memorable, like, what is your favorite memory of Final Fantasy VII, and comparing like the different images between remake and original. We also got in 2020, we also got a juicy trailer for Final Fantasy VII Remake. It was the Thieves Song trailer. I'm pretty sure you guys, a lot of us seen it. We all went nuts. It had a whole bunch of stuff in it. And I think that was awesome. That was awesome. We didn't really expect anything like that. We knew they was going to do something for Final Fantasy VII with Remake coming out, 4 months at the time? Or even 3 months? Depends when the delayed happened. Trying to think. It's been a long time. But yeah, now let's get to 2022. This is the 25th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII. What can they show? What can they possibly do to make us really celebrate? It's been a quarter of a century, guys, since Final Fantasy VII first came out. That is nuts. That is nuts. I was 8 years old when this game came out. That's all it was. And what can they show? Let's go through their options. I think the best case scenario is, worst case scenario, I think the number one thing they can possibly do, they did say for the world, like the Final Fantasy as a whole, for the 35th anniversary, they did talk about expand the world of Final Fantasy VII. Like the remake restarted it, but they want to expand upon that. But that's a different video. We'll talk about that for the 35th anniversary, what they can show. But this is the 25th anniversary. I believe that we are going to see information, a new trailer, by some a blog, Square Enix blog talking about Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. The exact mobile games come out this year. We're not sure when it's supposed to come out. And you guys probably know the information about how, the game's going to cover the entire compilation of Final Fantasy VII from before Crisis all the way until the end of Dirge of Cerberus. And if you guys seen the footage, we use chibi characters in the outside of battles, but in battles we are using remake models of the characters. We saw Aerith, Barret, Cloud, I think even Tifa. I'm trying to think if we did or not, but it looked awesome. It looked great. I can't wait to play it. But they did say that they're going to release a chapter once per month. So whatever chapters they're thinking, because Midgar portion is going to take 3 chapters, so I don't know if that's going to be available right away. But I know this, that when they start expanding upon outside of Midgar, and we start getting like more characters that they have not have models for, except for Yuffie, they're gonna have to get part 2 out before they can start showing that off. Because if they do Ever Crisis and start showcasing remake models of, let's say, like Vincent, Sid, just to give you guys a little information, maybe some characters down their own like Dyne, just to give you guys heads up. So I think Ever Crisis is guaranteed, as they're gonna do that. Kitase, or is it Nomura? Nomura did state in a post or something, I read it somewhere, that they're gonna like have a big update for First Soldier. We could see like a trailer for that, showcasing season 1 or season 2 of the mobile game for the Battle Royale First Soldier, which again, I haven't played it since I tried the tutorial. It was kind of fun, but I don't have time to play mobile games. But I will Ever Crisis. Now, do I think that Square Enix could possibly tease or show off a trailer of some kind of starting to tell people, hey, get ready, we got more information for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 later on this year? Or just say, start, some kind of trailer or some kind of teaser, maybe a blog post about how development's going, how where they're at in development, maybe just some information about the game, because they can do that. Final Fantasy 16 is delayed for 6 months. We're going to see a showcase of that in spring. That's Square Enix's main focus right now. But Part 2 has been announced before Final Fantasy 16. And in my honest opinion, the best case scenario, we might see something in Part 2. Either like a blog post talking about different new information. Because Nomura, almost over a year ago, he stated during the First Soldier's live stream, people asked him about, what about Part 2? What about Part 2? And he stated that he wanted to show something about Final Fantasy VII Remake. They had some stuff they wanted to showcase, but he went to Kitase first. And Kitase said, well, to be honest with you, he gave him the truth. It's like, we can't really do that right now because we would have to go through a lot of upper management departments and yada yada. So yeah, I think there's a chance that we could see some information on Part 2. That's not Square Enix's main focus. That's like the last thing they could show. But I do think we're gonna get First Soldier Season 1, Season 2, wherever they're at right now, update, maybe a trailer showcasing what's new for that. See more of Ever Crisis, information dump for that. Maybe show some key art. They can show key art of Part 2. They can show like key arts and concept arts for Remake Part 2, or even just Remake, just to celebrate Final Fantasy VII as a whole. Who knows? Or let me know in the comments below what you guys think. What you guys think could happen? You guys think we could see Part 2? Blog post, information dump, trailer, maybe teaser of some sort, concept art? Do you think we're more likely going to see Ever Crisis and First Soldier update trailer? And maybe some images, screenshots of comparing Final Fantasy VII to Remake, integrate. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this. I really want to know your thoughts. If you guys want more Final Fantasy VII Remake news, Part 2 news, or anything in Final Fantasy VII, subscribe to this channel. I will be covering Final Fantasy VII Remake news as more drop. It's one of my favorite games of all time. You guys know this from seeing my videos about it. So with that said, hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Keep on keeping on. I'll catch you all in the next video. Subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification, and like the video if you do. And I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Be safe out there. Be nice to each other. Love you guys. Thank you guys for love and support as always. And as always, you guys know, I'll have links in the description below for Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. You know what to do. I might just keep that short. I don't want to feel like a robot. Just saying, join this, follow this. You guys know what to do. It's YouTube. Descriptions, links to my social media, Discord. Feel free to join. I'd love to see you guys there when we talk about this game and among other good games that are coming out this year. So with that said, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.